Hello, it's Fawn and Fire Intuitive. I'm getting ready to do late July readings. I know that this has been a crazy season for a lot of us, just with the position of the planets and the eclipses. And it kind of felt like the universe was like building up one direction and then like we've reached this like pinnacle and everything just like was stripped away, and what we thought was one thing is another thing. And I know for me, for a lot of people I've been doing readings for, it's been very confusing. But the thought I got when I was thinking and meditating and asking what I should do readings on for the end of July was total eclipse of the heart. And I pulled this card, the Garden and the Gate energy card from the Energy Oracle deck. And if you look, she is looking out at this vast landscape that she wants to explore and experience, but she's behind a gate. The thing is, she has the key to the gate around her neck. She could leave at any time, but she's boxed in, to me, what I'm feeling right now, by definitions. I feel like this season, it's almost like we were allowed to experience a taste of what we want so that we could see it's not really what we want. And we're kind of holding on still, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And I feel like this season is about letting go of definitions, like looking out into the vastness of the universe and all the possibilities and deciding, what do I want to create? And instead of trying to make specific circumstances and specific people fit that mold, letting go of like the definition, the details, and putting out the intention to manifest. I want to manifest this or this or this. Feel that, bring it in, but let it come in the way it's supposed to, not based off a specific person or a specific situation coming to pass. So that's what I want to look into deeper for these late July readings. That's my intro. So I'm going to hit stop now and I'm going to go on to the signs. Hello, Aries. I hope you guys are doing awesome. What can I say? What can I say to you guys? Again, last month, 30,000 views. And I got an email like, you're the first time you've ever gotten 1,000 likes on a video. And of course, it was Aries. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. I'm doing late July, early August for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And like I said, we're going to look into total eclipse of the heart. It's like time to just cut out the middleman. The middleman being what we keep focusing on, like, oh, if I could just get this person or this promotion or, and like really knowing what we want, who we want to be, the life we want to have, and allowing it to come in the way it's supposed to come in. So we're going to look into the energetic blocks for that in our lives and in love and see what's happening late July, early August. Again, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like this video. It helps a lot. Share, subscribe, and definitely comment below if it resonates with you. I love hearing your story. You can also contact me in the box below for a personal private reading to look deeper into your situations. All right, Aries, how do we bring this total eclipse of the heart where our desires match what we manifest? One more energy card for Aries. All right, Aries. So first thing we have is action in the reverse, okay? Then we have caring connections and appreciation in the reverse. So I feel like one of the main energy blocks right now to your total eclipse of the heart is you want to like make it happen. You're like, no. There's no time to sit around. There's stuff I want to happen and I'm going to make it happen. And so it's like you're biting at the bit. You want to take action. You want to take off like a racehorse. You know, it's like you're ready. You want to win the race. And it's almost like you're being asked, okay, no, there's a time for everything. And we have caring connections in the upright and appreciation in the reverse. So I feel like right now it's very much about emotionally reconciling what you want, reconciling the emotions within you that keep battling, and starting to feel that connection with your desires. You know, if it's reciprocal love you're looking for, do you have that self-love? Are you able to sit and feel love, feel lovable, trust that it's coming in? If it's that you want appreciation or you want to be surrounded by beauty and good things that your life has created, are you able to just rest? Like, appreciate yourself even if other people aren't noticing it. Appreciate what is around you even if you see the lack. Like, you have a goal of what you want to see around you. But right now, what's beautiful around you? What can you be thankful for? So let's see what else is going on with this. I feel like it's also very important too, like if you've been super busy, some of you do have like really good connections around you, and you need to make sure you're appreciating that person. You know, it can be a friend, it can be a romantic partner, but are you taking the time out to be like, oh, this person has been there for me. This person has planted seeds in my life that has done something that's helped me. Like, it's really good to give back, give that gratitude back selflessly, you know, just to do it. This card cracks me up, this caring connection card. Like, does anybody else think that that guy looks just like the teacher that was on Glee? Like, anytime I see it, I'm like, hey, that's the dude from Glee. I doubt it is, but it reminds me of him. All right, Aries, let's see. Caring connections. One more over this appreciation. Okay. So over action, it's really interesting because I don't know if I said this. I was thinking it when I set it down. So, you know, I talked about the, you know, like, action is good. It's always good to take action. But the action I'm talking about trying to avoid is that, like, biting at the bit, like, I need to win. Where you start, your energy gets really scattered because you're trying to win. Because we have wishes coming true here, and then we have strength in the reverse, which does mean patience, but I also get the sense it means not trying to muscle it, you know, like, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to make happen, so I'm going to contact this person 100 times, or, you know, I'm going to, you know, where it gets overboard so that it's almost like, oh gosh, that person, you know, they're coming off like really over the top. You know, the thing about the star card that's interesting to me, you know, the star, it's off in the distance. It is wishes coming true, but it's in the distance. And oftentimes it's this guiding light, like we ultimately know what we want, and it's a little off in the distance, because then in like looking at it, envisioning it, feeling it, wanting it, we start to learn healing, we start to learn surrender, we start to learn to let go, you know, and as we do, it comes closer and closer and closer until it's actually in our life. We've manifested it. But it's important to like have patience, to recognize that true strength comes from within. And the amazing thing about the strength card, you know, usually it's like a woman who has tamed a lion, you know, because, you know, she clearly isn't more powerful than the lion. That would be impossible. But it was her inner strength, her knowing, like, no, I'm a powerhouse. Don't mess with me. Sit. And the lion's like, okay. You know, like you have this inner strength. And the universe is like, can we rest on that? Can we cultivate that? Some of the things you want, they're still out of reach, you know, but don't get destructive or so scattered in trying to get there that you actually end up distancing yourself from it further. Like, let's get grounded in our amazingly strong energy and know, like, it's coming, you know. With this caring connections, it seems like, okay, it seems like you need to be careful the seeds you're planting, you know, because everything we do plays into other areas of our lives. So we've got these seeds. And again, this can represent a lack of patience. You know what happens if you like try to harvest too early, right? Like if you're going to make wine and you pluck the grapes too early, it's not going to taste good. Okay. So we've got this caring connection. Some of you have like strong friendships or romantic relationships or something blossoming. And it's like, you're ready to just be like, okay, I'm ready to eat it now, you know? And it's like, no, patience again, inner strength, like appreciate it for what it is. I said before, we're going to try to, in this season, get rid of the definitions. Like, you know, it's my twin flame and I've got to have him right now. And, you know, you're doing all these things to try to make it happen, but the fruit's not ripe yet. Like, wait, okay? Then we have appreciation, which, you know, I'm using all these like the fruit analogy, and it's like, you know, maybe some of you have been stuck. You feel like, well, I don't need to have gratitude. I don't need to, because it's not blooming yet, you know. Like, it's important to have appreciation for the process, you know, of the seedlings coming up and the struggle they have breaking through the soil, of the rain and the sun, you know, watering and shining upon that plant and it growing a little more, and the time it takes for it to bloom, you know. And you know, when you think about a tree, you know, it has to struggle and its roots have to go deep, and that's how it becomes strong. So having appreciation for the truth you're learning in the process seems very important. Then we have the death card. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and we have the High Priestess. But to me, with this death card and what I'm saying, there are layers beneath the soil. It's like right now you're just looking for the blossom. You know, you're like, I want the blossom. I want the blossom. Where's the blossom? You know, but there are layers beneath the soil that are representing like this new life, this new season for you, that you have to be able to like look within and appreciate what's happening in the waiting. Does that make sense? All right, let's get a little more specific here. There's wonder in the waiting. I just thought of that. TM, Fawn and Fire. Just kidding. Yeah, so we have the Devil in reverse, letting go of attachment, letting go of the only way it's good is if everybody sees it's good and it's blossoming and it's beautiful and it's mine, you know. It's Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you are like ready to get to the celebration, and just the like waiting, the attachment you have to the outcome, it's causing you like extreme anxiety. Some of you could be dealing with a third-party situation. A soulmate situation where it feels like there's a deep attachment. But there's sneakiness. There's, you know, not everything can be done above board. There's things being hidden. And it's actually, it's diminishing your strength, you know, because you feel like you have to be on guard all the time. And you feel like, you know, and this could be you or the other person, but especially if this is a third party situation, feeling like you have to be perfect all the time. And if you're not, then people are going to be like, someone's going to take something away from you. That's where this inner strength comes in. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. and the Three of Cups in reverse, and then the Four of Wands, like really wanting that promotion, really wanting that recognition, really wanting that engagement, that union. Like you want it now. I feel it. But what's happening is there's resistance coming because it's like I'll take it at all costs. At this point, I'm so attached. I'll take it at all costs. If I have to manipulate a little bit, so be it. This could be you or the other person. Obviously, I'm not, I use terms, but it can be more covert. It's not like, oh, I'm going to manipulate and make this happen. It can be like you can lie to yourself a little bit, or, just excuse certain things. There's stress and anxiety. There's someone's needing to be secretive, trying to just get to the final goal, or feeling really on guard and under attack, trying to get to this end goal. And it's just creating resistance instead of reciprocal give and take, whether this is romance or any kind of situation, love, friendships, whatever you're trying to build, that you're like ready to see the outcome right now and you want it to be reciprocal, where when you put in, you get something out. Well, what has to be recognized is what is the resistance that you're putting out that's actually repelling it from you. The resistance is attachment. The resistance is at any cost, I want the celebration. The resistance is sneakiness, defensiveness, impatience at this point. Yeah, so it's like, because actually you want, in an effort to protect yourself, you want the outcome, but you're creating the opposite of what you want right now, unfortunately. Ace of Pentacles. And you're not allowing, like, one thing I love about the Ace of Pentacles, like in the Rider-Waite, it's like, it's not you muscling anything. It's like a gift from the universe. It's a hand and a cloud handing you the abundance, okay? And I did mention trees earlier, and when you cut into a tree, you see the rings, which represent how old the tree is. It's just going to take some patience, Aries, but the patience, there's purpose in the patience. TM, Fawn and Fire. There's purpose in the patience, okay? There's wonder in the waiting. Like, I'm on fire. I'm totally channeling you, Aries. Just ignore me. I'm goofy today. I'm going through it too. Trust me. I'm going through it too. Like, it's been rough. But there's a maturity happening and a strength that is going to be immovable if this is your total eclipse of the heart, where it's like you're willing, okay, I want it. I want it. I want it so bad I could taste it. But I'm going to be patient. I'm going to focus on my own strength. I'm going to focus on self-love and knowing that I'm worth what I want. And I'm going to let go of the definitions and how I think it has to happen. Because most of the time it doesn't happen how we think it has to happen. But we can look back, in a year, 5 years, 10 years, and be like, oh, but it worked out how it was supposed to. And that's not always. Obviously, we go through rough seasons, but I feel like for you watching right now, this isn't one of those seasons. Like, Aries, you've been on fire. You're hungry. You're hungry for promotion. You're hungry to manifest, And so, when you get deeper in towards the core and seeing what you want, you're going to be able to look back at the time it took, the patience, the delay, and be like, oh, well, I'm glad, because now I'm this. Now I'm this person. And before, I was a little bit destructive. I say destructive and the Tower in reverse comes out. That destruction, it can be in the past. And moving and just changing your thoughts, changing the weapons of words and thoughts, where it's keeping you like kind of drowning in this rain, and moving towards like the promise. Knowing you want reciprocal love, knowing you want that promotion, knowing you want to add value to the world in this way, and that these are your talents and you want a place to showcase them without defining exactly how it's going to look, but putting yourself out there, trusting, and not getting like discouraged if it's not immediate. I hope this was helpful, Aries. I know I kind of lost it towards the end there, but like I said, I'm going through it too, so we're learning together. I hope this was helpful, and I'm excited for you. And again, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are awesome, truly. I mean that. And I will talk to you soon. Please let me know if this resonated with you. Talk to you later. Bye, Aries.